What if I told you that one of the world's most advanced ancient civilizations, complete with plumbing, grid-light cities, and organized trade, vanished without leaving a single clue about who they really were, or why they disappeared? Welcome to the mystery of the Indus Valley Civilization, a society so sophisticated that it rewrote history, and then simply vanished. Before we dive in, where we uncover the forgotten secrets buried beneath time itself, imagine a world 5,000 years ago when most of humanity still lived in small tribal groups. And yet, deep in what is now Pakistan and northwest India, a civilization thrived with modern comforts that wouldn't appear again for thousands of years. These people built cities with drainage systems, baked brick houses, and public baths. They traded with Mesopotamia and Egypt. They measured land, used standardized weights, and even had what seemed to be a writing system. And yet, we know almost nothing about them. No kings, no monuments, no records of wars or conquests. And most puzzling of all, their script remains. It's as if the Indus people deliberately erased themselves from history. Or someone did it for them. This is not just a question of lost ruins, it's a question of identity. Wo were? What language did they speak? And why did such an advanced civilization collapse so quietly that even their memory faded from the Indian subcontinent's own myths? For decades, archaeologists have uncovered stunning evidence that challenges everything we thought we knew about the dawn of civilization. When Harappa and Mohenjo-Daro were discovered in the 1920s, they shattered the assumption that civilization began in Egypt or Mesopotamia. These cities were not chaotic kingdoms ruled by ego-driven monarchs. They were planned, organized, and possibly democratic. Streets ran in perfect grids. Every home had access to clean water. Waste was drained underground through covered sewers. Something that medieval Europe wouldn't rediscover until 4,000 years later. These people weren't primitive villagers. They were urban engineers, traders, artisans, and perhaps even philosophers. But if they were so advanced, why did they vanish? Let us explore the 5 biggest mysteries that make the Indus Valley Civilization one of the greatest enigmas in human history. 1. The language that no one can read. At the heart of the mystery lies the Indus script carved on thousands of seals, amulets, and pottery fragments. These symbols appear in short inscriptions, too brief to form sentences. And unlike Egyptian hieroglyphs or Mesopotamian cuneiform, there's no Rosetta Stone to decode them. Some experts believe it's a Proto-Dravidian language, the ancestor of Tamil, but a symbolic or numeric system. AI and pattern recognition have been used to decode it, and the results show a structure similar to human language. But here's the twist: we still can't read a single line. What if the key to understanding India's true ancient origins lies locked in those tiny carved seals, waiting for the right mind, or maybe the right technology? 2. The cities that were built like clockwork. Mohenjo-Daro wasn't just another settlement, it was a metropolis. Each street intersected at right angles, like a modern urban blueprint. The city had public wells, granaries, and possibly even a civic administration. And yet, no palaces, no temples, no tombs for kings or gods. This absence suggests something revolutionary, that the Indus people may have lived in equality, governed by civic cooperation rather than divine rule. Their focus wasn't conquest or hierarchy, it was order and efficiency. Even more astonishing, their cities were built with advanced hydraulic engineering, massive reservoirs and flood control systems that would put later civilizations to shame. But when these cities were abandoned, it was as if everyone left overnight. Tools, pottery, ornaments, all left behind. What could cause such a sudden disappearance? 3. The trade networks that spanned continents. Long before the Silk Road, the Indus Valley people traded with distant lands. Seals from Harappa have been found in Mesopotamia, thousands of kilometers away. Artifacts show that they exported cotton, spices, and jewelry, and imported silver, tin, and lapis lazuli. Their ships sailed along the Arabian Sea, connecting India to the ancient Near East. In a way, they were the first global traders, building the economic bridges of the Bronze Age world. But global connections also mean global vulnerabilities. Could climate shifts, river changes, or even trade disruptions have triggered their decline? For the disappearance, was it climate, war, or something else? Around 1900 BCE, something catastrophic began. The great cities started to empty. The once mighty Saraswati River, mentioned in later Indian texts, began to dry up. Climate data shows a massive monsoon failure and river shifts that devastated agriculture. Some scholars believe an invasion by Indo-Aryan tribes drove the Indus people away, though no evidence of mass destruction or warfare has ever been found. Others suggest a gradual migration, as environmental collapse forced people eastward into the Ganges plain. And then there's a darker theory, that the civilization didn't disappear. It simply transformed. Its culture, language, and ideas may have quietly merged into what later became Vedic civilization, leaving behind ruins but not truly dying. In other words, maybe the Indus people never vanished at all. Maybe. 5. The people. Who were they really? Recent DNA studies on ancient skeletons from Rakagare, one of the largest Indus sites, have given us the first real genetic clues. The results shocked the people of the Indus Valley were neither purely South Asian nor Indo. They were a unique blend, suggesting deep roots in the subcontinent, possibly going back tens of thousands of years. In essence, the Indus people may have been the ancestors of millions of Indians today, carrying the genetic legacy of one of the world's first great urban cultures. But if their DNA survives, why did their language, art, and identity fade into silence? To this day, the Indus Valley Civilization defies clear answers. Was it a climate disaster that ended it? Was it foreign invasion? Or did they simply move and evolve into later Indian cultures? Some modern historians even believe the civilization represents a missing link between prehistory and Vedic history, the bridge between myth and archaeology. And yet, every excavation only deepens the mystery. Archaeologists have found toys, musical instruments, and statues that show a peaceful and artistic people. No signs of armies, no grand monuments to ego or empire. Maybe that's what made them truly advanced. They built a world focused not on domination, but on balance. Perhaps the Indus Valley Civilization didn't collapse because it failed, and the environment turned against them. While most of the world was learning how to farm, the Indus people had toilets, multi-story homes, and global trade routes. They lived in harmony with nature, not in defiance of it. They built cities without kings, religions without temples, and systems without slaves. And yet, their legacy was almost erased, buried beneath centuries of dust and silence. Maybe that's the real tragedy. If this story fascinated you, imagine what else lies hidden beneath our feet. Forgotten civilizations, lost knowledge, and mysteries that could rewrite human history, where we uncover the secrets history tried to bury. And if you want to journey deeper into ancient enigmas, what do you think really happened to the Indus Valley Civilization? Was it climate, invasion, or something even stranger? That history has yet to reveal. If you enjoyed this journey into the world's greatest ancient mystery, subscribe and share this video with fellow history lovers. Until next time, keep searching for the truths the world forgot.